Are you looking for the best liquid CPU coolers? In this video, we will look at some of the 7 best liquid CPU coolers on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Corsair iCUE H150i Elite Capellix XT. The Corsair iCUE H150i Elite Capellix XT is a 240mm cooler with socket support for the latest AMD and Intel processors, including AMD's powerful Threadripper processors. A copper cold plate with thermal paste pre-installed pulls heat away from your CPU, while the cooler pumps liquid into a 240mm radiator fitted with two 120mm fans for ultimate cooling. You won't need to worry about the fans being too distracting because even running at a maximum of 65.57 CFM, the noise will top out at 34.1 dBA. Managing this AIO cooler is simple with Corsair's iCUE software, which lets you control fan and pump speeds right on your PC. You can even monitor the CPU temperature, ensuring your settings deliver optimal processor performance. If visual flair is also your thing, there are customizable ARGB LEDs with 33 on the pump head and 16 on the fans. Number 2. Thermaltake ToughLiquid 240. For a powerful way to cool down your computer on the cheap, grab the Thermaltake ToughLiquid 240. With this cooler, you get a sizable 240mm radiator, a copper plate, and two 120mm fans, ensuring your CPU keeps frosty. Those fans hit up to 2,000 RPM and 58.35 CFM of airflow for ample air movement in your PC case, all while remaining whisper quiet even when pushing the fans to their limit. You won't find as much lighting on the Thermaltake ToughLiquid 240 compared to some other coolers, but you do get a splash of color on the water block with 6 addressable RGB LEDs. There's even a controller on that water block to adjust the speed, mode, and color of the lights, where you also get support for 5V RGB compatible motherboards to make controlling those lights simple. Beyond that, the kit supports most Intel and AMD processors, so you'll have everything you need to get up and running. Number 3. NZXT Kraken 240. The NZXT Kraken 240 is the successor to the Kraken X53 that previously held this spot and is perfect for any mid-range build. With it, you'll still get the powerful, efficient, and quiet Acetec Gen 7 pump for plenty of cooling power. The 2 upgraded F120p fans provide high static pressure and ample airflow, hitting a max of 78.02 CFM. But the standout new feature is the 1.54-inch LCD on the pump, letting you choose between displaying your PC's performance metrics, GIFs, custom images, and more. Installing the NZXT Kraken 240 is relatively simple with only a single breakout cable from the pump to the motherboard and everything needed for the install included in the packaging. This CPU cooler offers wide compatibility, working with most Intel and AMD sockets, while keeping a sleek, simple matte black design that blends well in almost any build. If you want a little touch of flair, an RGB model is available. Number 4. EVGA CLCx 280mm. EVGA is a big name in PC components, and the CLCx 280mm, which refreshes our previous favorite, the CLC 280mm, is the perfect fully self-contained closed-loop cooling system. It features a 7th gen Acetec water pump, so you know it's reliable and efficient. You also get a built-in 280mm radiator with twin 140mm hydrodynamic bearing fans that are quiet and built to last, while you can control the fan or pump speed and monitor your system using the EVGA CLCx software. However, the real star of the show is the beautifully designed water block, which features a full-color 2.1-inch LCD screen that displays system vitals or personalized animations. Its fans also offer flashy adjustable RGB LED rings that'll shine through your PC case. And you'll be good to use the EVGA CLCx with almost any build thanks to its socket compatibility, including LGA 1700, LGA 1200, AM5, and AM4. Number 5. Arctic Liquid Freezer 3360 ARGB. Do you have a big, roomy PC case for airflow? If you got the space, you might as well equip your build with a mighty powerful 360mm liquid CPU cooler like the Arctic Liquid Freezer 360 ARGB. Its 360mm radiator is thick for more liquid in the circuit. When you add in the three 120mm that hit a maximum of 2000 RPM, your CPU should remain frosty. But things may get noisy, especially when running the fans at top speed. Arctic even includes a tiny PWM-controlled VRM fan, helping keep the VRMS around the CPU cool. Further improving the airflow and look of your case is integrated cable management. So the only visible cable should be the one connected to the motherboard. There's no shortage of RGB lighting either, with individually addressable RGBs surrounding the fans ready to be customized. Even with everything this liquid CPU cooler offers, installation is relatively simple. However, there are compatibility issues with certain motherboards. Number 6. Cooler Master MasterLiquid ML240 Illusion. When it comes to liquid CPU coolers, there's a good reason the Cooler Master MasterLiquid ML240 Illusion stands out. It pairs RGB lights with translucent material for maximum visual impact. Imagine a glow stick dancing in the middle of your PC while it's running, and you'll have a good idea. Cooler Master pairs the dual-chamber radiator with two MasterFan MF120 Halo fans, also translucent, which have a total of 24 ARGB LEDs each, and you can customize your look from the included ARGB controller, so you don't need to have motherboard RGB controls to make use of it. The radiator has wide water channels to increase surface area and, by extension, cooling potential, and the fans offer up 47.2 CFM of airflow and 1.6 mmH2O of static pressure, meaning this beast has cooling power and cool looks in spades. Number 7. Corsair iCUE H150i Elite LCD XT. You'll find many of the best liquid CPU coolers offer a handy display for important system data, but the Corsair iCUE H150i Elite takes it to the extreme. The pump features a 2.1-inch IPS LCD with a 24-bit color depth for millions of color options. That screen can display handy system performance data, like CPU temperature and even visual effects, GIFs, or photos. Beyond the impressive display, the Corsair iCUE H150i Elite is one beastly unit offering a 360mm radiator ready to handle the hottest CPUs and the highest overclock speeds. Add 3 of Corsair's 120mm AF RGB Elite fans to the mix for tons of low-noise airflow, ensuring your entire case stays nice and frosty as you push your PC to the extreme. The cooler has a straightforward install, and you can even use iCUE software to set up a colorful light show on the fans.